What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Castaways
What's
podcast.
up?
Yo, yo, yo!
All right, are we gonna introduce ourselves again, or should all the listeners know?
I feel like they should all know.
Well, if you're new, anyway, I'm gonna introduce
If you're
myself.
new and skip the last 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't know. They might. I mean, it's not in a line, I skip a couple of podcast episodes when I listen to stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
So, well, if you're new, or if you're a continuing listener, my name's Tristan,
I'm Austin.
And I'm Drew.
and we're the Castaways.
Yes, we are.
All right, Drew.
So,
Do you want to start us off?
yeah,
with the
sure.
topics?
Obviously, it's March Madness right now.
Yeah.
So, we've got round one going on. Couple upsets already, which has broken a lot of brackets. Mine got destroyed.
I know a
the
lot of people's,
second game.
already.
Mine was gone.
Which ones?
Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, High Point beat them 83 to 82. So that broke my bracket.
Is this like a? Sorry, I'm a novice. What are we talking about again? Sorry.
March Madness.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The
March
brackets?
Madness, Yep. Is this like what's the NFL one?
The playoffs?
No, like having imaginary teams or something like. Or,
Oh, fantasy football?
yeah, fantasy
Oh,
football.
no.
Kind of like that. Or is
No,
it
so
actual
this is-
bracket?
So
Oh,
you can either print one off or you can like go online. Like ESPN has a bunch.
It's like prediction wise.
So you would
Yeah.
there's 64 teams, and you pick through each teams that you think is going to win until you get to the final two, and then you pick who you think is going to win that, and then the score prediction, and if you get it all, it'd be a perfect bracket, which has never happened.
That seems unlikely that
Yes.
anyone would ever get
It's
that.
very unlikely, because you'd have to pick 64 games right.
Just imagine Austin just goes in there, just labels them all just by like how the mascots would attack each other, and then
Yeah. Well-
instantly gets the bracket.
Yeah, we were talking this earlier about like people who don't know sports too well. Well, like either like base it off of how cool people's mascots were, or like the uniforms.
Some do like
Some
how
go really far with it.
some do like how hot the coach is or the hottest player on the team. It's really
What?
really weird, but they actually do a pretty good job sometimes.
The hottest player on the team works.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's shocking how well it
They
works.
blind the other players. With
This
their
guy's got
eyes.
like the biggest chin. He's a Giga Chad.
Yeah, they'll be like, yeah, who's the ugliest player on the team? And like, I don't know, it's weird, dude.
That's so sad.
They do it their own way, and somehow it works sometimes.
Just imagine one of the players are just like looking at the brackets that people make, and then they're just like, ugliest players. Let's see this. Oh.
Oh. The player on the bottom of the list. It's like that one scene from Shark Tale where it's like whale poo.
Holy shit. Oh. A cuss word.
Good catch.
Sorry, guys.
As we haven't been cussing the last 8 episodes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not cutting that out.
That's true. That's true. Well,
That's all I had for updates. So
I guess I'll get on to my updates that I
Yeah.
have. Did you guys happen to see the new trailer that was released for Marvel?
I'm avoiding it due to spoilers, but every
Same.
other post that I've like gone across is them talking about it.
The Spider-Man.
So I know enough. That's
Oh,
me and him
dude.
are both avoiding it as best as we can.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I did not get to avoid it. I was.
Did
Don't
it
play
spoil
the
the
second
Did it
again.
spoil the whole movie?
No, it was actually really well.
Because that's why I've been avoiding trailers.
Okay,
We can still talk about
I'll
that.
describe the trailer to you.
Yeah. We can still
I'm
talk
not
about
I'm not going to tell everything about what happens in the trailer, but it kind of brings back the feel of Tobey
Thank you.
Maguire's trailer.
it. Heck yeah.
Like, oh man, it's like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield trailers like mashed
okay.
into one.
People are saying this is gonna be the most comic accurate
Dude.
Spider-Man's ever been, which I'm down for.
It's like 100%. I
Yeah.
agree. I'll agree with that statement because
So we're going opening weekend then, right?
Heck yeah.
if that's going to be insane.
When does it come out?
Wait, opening weekend is July 23rd, I do believe,
Yo, hear
right?
me out. We watched it on the trip.
Are we going to be on the trip?
No,
during
we
that
will
time?
not be on the trip.
Yeah, because it'd be like 16 to. No, yeah.
You know
it
what?
would,
That's
yeah.
probably smart that we don't do it on the trip. Because we go to a whole different state just to go in the theater. Which we,
I would
Literally.
definitely do that. Still.
I mean, I've done that multiple times, but
That's when I watched Suicide Squad. I was in Florida when I watched
I'm so
that.
sorry.
dang.
Yeah, it was all right. It was the
With
first one.
the like original one.
Yeah, well, it's not the original as in like
Jared
original
Leto
character.
one?
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, the trailer, it was like, I don't know how to describe it. It was like wrapped in mystery, kind of. Like, it felt new.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe that.
It's kind of like a reboot, kind of, because nobody knows who he is. Like, it's gonna be like kind of a fresh start. It's gonna be kind of a brand new day.
All right. Well, we are
Oh,
not sponsored by
boy.
Marvel, if that's the case. But yeah, I was just watching and I was getting goosebumps because it felt like my first time watching Tobey Maguire's
First time.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Man, I'm excited then.
What my expectations are for this Spider-Man is for it to be what they've kind of said it already is going to be like. It's just a street level, friendly neighborhood, comic accurate Spider-Man.
Yep.
No Tony Stark prodigy, no Avengers level threat, just street level neighborhood Spider-Man.
You know how long Tom Holland has been Spider-Man for?
10 years now.
11 years.
11.
Yeah. Because
the first thing was Civil War.
2015. Yeah.
Yep.
Civil War's 2016. I thought.
No,
wasn't it?
2015.
Wow.
11 years.
That
He has
is
been.
the
That's the
longest-
longest Spider-Man,
Yeah.
bro. That's just.
That
He's
is wild.
30. He started when he was 18.
Yeah. So are they gonna play him? I was thinking about this last night. Are they? I'm trying to think of what age Peter Parker is now, because would he have graduated high school at this point?
Yeah.
But with the whole blip thing, like I don't know.
Because he got blipped, so when he came back, he was still in high school.
Yeah, but what grade was he in?
He was in
Way
senior.
Home?
Well, in the third one, he was graduated, right? Or he was getting ready to graduate.
Yeah, so he was a senior, right?
Yeah.
And then the blip happened, and then that's when they were like, "Oh yeah, you guys get re-education again," or something like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's nice."
Okay, so they might play him as like college aged.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be college aged. I
Okay.
know that for a fact. So he'll be around.
Which is what the other two did.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Because in the second one, he's actually even in the first one, isn't he? Graduates,
he graduates high school in the first one.
and then
Second one, I don't think he goes to college.
No, he does the pizza.
Yep.
And then
photographer. For
Yeah,
the Daily
and then Andrew
Bugle.
Garfield's graduates in the first
In
one
the
too.
First one, yep, as well.
Yeah. No, it's the
Second one.
It's the second one
Second
because she's going to college.
Yep.
And she leaves him a voicemail.
Yep. But yeah. Anyway, we're running off topic here.
Yes, our
No, you're
Spider-Man nerds.
There are spoilers in the trailer though that I won't be telling you guys.
Which is why me and him tried to avoid them.
Crazy awesome spoilers, by the way.
Okay.
Brand new day does not also mean like brand new like life. By the way, it also means like whole something else for him. By the way.
Okay.
I said by the way like 3 times during that sentence. We will be seeing Punisher. Punisher is in the trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, they pretty much said that he was going to be in it.
He
so
knows his name. Spider-Man knew his name. He's like, "All right, Frank," and I was like, "All right, whoa." We doxing people now?
Do you think what's his name? Daredevil is gonna be back.
Oh,
in
for
there?
sure. Yeah, he's gonna be in what's the Devil's
Kitchen?
Yeah, Devil's Kitchen. Yep. You can see Devil's Kitchen in the background in the trailer.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yep. I honestly don't know who the main villain's gonna be for this. They never showed any...
MJ's new boyfriend.
What?
MJ's new boyfriend's the villain.
No, I don't know about boyfriend, but there is a love interest with her. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
I did see that. That was one of the things that I did
was
see.
like, this dude looks like 40 versus you. I know she's like in real life like 30.
30 something like that, yeah.
Okay, just spin off topic. Isn't it a little weird that Zendaya is like playing all these like characters that are getting railed by other people in movies? Is it not me? Have you not seen that new movie that's going to be coming out with
Drama?
Yeah, with
or whatever it's
Zendaya
called.
and Robert Patterson. She's getting railed in the movie. I'm like,
Hey, man.
where's Tom Holland in this?
You know they're married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, hold up.
Hold up.
Drew's freaking out. He loves Zendaya. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited. It looks really good.
I
There
can't
was
wait
one
for it.
part where I was like a little weirded out. I was like, what the? What? Well, who are these guys? Because it's just like a whole new character that just came in.
Well, okay, you're talking about villains though. Like, who do you guess is the villain? Like, I could see like
People
Hammerhead,
are-
or what's his name? Hammerhead coming back. But I think he got capped and.
Well, there's Tombstone.
Or yeah, Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah. Somebody kind of more street level like that, I could see.
Yeah, Tombstone's definitely street level. Kingpin,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
kind of
Kingpin's
like
what I meant.
organizational but street level at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
So I could still see like a fight with like him and Daredevil
Yeah.
fighting him. At least like I don't know how much Punisher's going to be in it, but I know Punisher's coming back. So
Okay.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
my thoughts are either Hobgoblin.
Right, because now he doesn't know who Peter Parker
Yeah,
is, so.
yeah. And there's a lot of like Ned just like cheering with MJ the whole entire time.
And he's lost weight. So it could be.
I don't know in the trailer though if he's lost weight. He looks like
I
what-
know the actor has.
Yeah, no. I think he looked like that one post that he posted a long time ago where he was like in the mirror and he's like really skinny with his like chain and glasses.
Yeah.
There was one scene where he looked exactly like that, so I'm guessing.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because that'd be a new villain that we haven't seen.
I would be excited. I'd be like, a new Green Goblin, count me in.
Right.
Yeah, because weren't they talking about like Hobgoblin?
And
Yeah, Hobgoblin.
in the third movie, Green Goblin did leave his mask.
That's true, and Hobgoblin also uses mystic arts, like
And Ned could do that.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, so who knows, guys? This is just our predictions of what the villains are going to be for the upcoming movie.
it's going to be Venom, bro.
Oh, but Venom is in it. He's in it.
He
still,
is, too, so.
Remember,
They better do something with that, or I'm going to be so mad that they left that in as a
right?
end credit scene.
They have to have.
I know. Yeah.
But knowing how Marvel's been, the last, 5 movies, the end credit scenes just have been nothing.
Yeah.
They have, been
I don't even
pointless.
think they're just dumb stuff. Really dumb, not catastrophic level.
No, it,
new villain level.
when Marvel was at its peak, every end credit scene would go into the next movie, and you would you would be
Yeah,
seated.
'cause Hulk went into Iron Man, and
I will say that the Thunderbolts did show Fantastic
Four, and
Infinity War.
and that's the only thing that has been a good end credit scene. But
Fantastic
the other
Four.
ones have not really done anything.
Well, because up before that, they were setting up for the Kang Dynasty thing.
Which and then everything
that-
happened with that. So it could be
Yeah.
because of that. But they've had that happened in 23.
20. Yeah,
Well, there's supposed to be a whole another Civil War that's supposed to be coming out soon.
like Secret Wars or something.
Yeah, Secret.
Yeah.
That too. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, another update. How far are we into this? I just want to make sure.
14.
14? Ooh.
Yeah.
That's fine.
There's a whole new conspiracy out that the government is trying to distract us with aliens. Because there was this whole thing
I remember that.
that
yeah.
Obama, it was just this week, Obama said that there are aliens.
What?
Yeah. But
Oh.
he's never seen them in his eyes. He's never seen them.
Oh, yeah, I did see that clip.
Because he's not allowed to.
Yeah.
And then Trump then was like, he got asked the question at one of his press conferences, and Trump's like, what'd he say? That's classified information. He shouldn't be saying that. That's classified information. I'm like, bro, what's happening right now? So people are like, the aliens are coming now. And then I guess the government, the cybersecurity part of the government, has now added a new URL for aliens.gov. Yep, to learn more.
Let's drop
So,
Interesting.
yep, yep. So we got Aliens before GTA 6. If they pass the law, we'll be getting a OS age verification where you have to verify that you're
Heck
18
no.
or above to be on the operating system.
Yeah.
And Mac, but I'm not too surprised by Mac. And then Linux distributions are now being reached out to, because right now you don't actually own an account when you are on Linux.
Yeah.
You're an internal user on Linux. That's how Linux works.
Yeah.
So they're trying to like figure out a way around the operating system to make an official account while you're signing in, so that you can age verify yourself. And they hit Ubuntu first, so
That's crazy.
they're talking to Ubuntu about it. So yeah.
Man.
Yep. So
That is wild though. It's just like I still don't get that, because I feel like it should be the parents' job monitoring.
no,
Like if it's about kids, it should.
if it's about kids, why are you going at an operating system level
Yeah.
for age
What do you
verification?
think it is? Just government trying to like. See?
Just control,
Oh my god.
consumerism,
that's dumb.
control.
Yeah. That's.
Just basically what the government usually does. You know,
Yeah.
I learned a lot of some interesting stuff about like militias back in like the 70s and 80s. It's bad.
Yeah.
I've never even ATF bad, FBI bad. Oh god.
What's
I'm not
the
surprised.
CIA guy? He's so funny.
Yeah.
We shot 40 homing missiles at a janitor.
What's his name? John.
Is that when he's getting interviewed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, his interviews are so funny.
They feel very exaggerated.
Yeah,
They do.
I don't know how real they are. I bet some of his stories are fake, because I can't.
I'm like,
I don't know if I can believe.
he's like, yeah, I have like weapons experience and a macho jet, and I just shot the guy. And I was like, whoa, what?
Calm down there, bud.
A few lives, that one.
He's overhyping himself
Yeah.
about what he's
glazing
done.
him
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, yep. Verification laws are getting bad again.
Yeah. If GTA 6 requires that, I'm not.
Eventually, it will be probably.
I probably won't even be able to sign into Xbox without it. Huh.
Yeah, and the verification ways are photo ID for driver's license, credit cards,
Oh my gosh. that's
or
so bad.
providing.
Social security number, probably.
No, that'd be bad. That would be really bad. There was facial recognition.
Dang. Did they say when this is gonna start, like, kind of unveiling, or just
Probably by like
next year?
they're hitting it hard. So I'd say either this year or next year.
That's
Dang.
wild.
Like, yeah, it's bad. This is the first time the government's ever like banned it on something so fast. I've never seen it happen this quickly before.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of old geezers that don't understand technology and that want to control people and put consumeristic ideas into people. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just an old guy who's taken cybersecurity courses and heard all these bad things about these politicians, and I'm just a citizen of the United States of America, and God bless America. Caw-caw! There's an eagle out there somewhere. Yeah.
Man, hit the. Oh shoot!
I just Googled, like, when does age verification roll out, and the first thing on Google is like, why is my computer asking me for what my age is? I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, they started releasing like what do you call it? It's like it's not like a official
Yeah.
rollout. It's a test rollout kind
Yeah.
of thing. So
Yeah, but all of them, all the like links and stuff are just like this got passed, this got passed.
Yes, they're
Wild.
passing trying to pass a lot of laws.
Yeah.
There was one law. Do you remember the Dark Knight Batman?
Yeah.
Who was the Robin again? Who's the actor that played? He wasn't Robin yet, but
Oh.
He's the guy on that one.
He's
rom-com.
in
He's in a cop thing.
yeah. And he was in like an older like '90s show about aliens, and he was like a younger kid. I don't know if you guys would know that. It was like Mars, Aliens from Mars or something like that. Yeah. It's
I know
him.
you're talking about that. Yeah.
And now he's doing political movements,
Mhm.
and he's pro age verifying for technology. So
Really?
yeah.
Huh. That's
Except
interesting.
he's pro for a better way, but what he wants to take away is restrictions on internet itself, like the restrictions within like browsing the internet.
like
He wants to put restrictions on that. Like he wants
like websites asking for cookies, permissions, and stuff.
yeah.
Like that. Okay.
And
I'm-
instead of
I-
cookies, it would be age verification, and it would be like you're not allowed to get on this website due to this, or you're not allowed to get on this website due to this. So if this law is passed, this would allow the government full control of the internet.
Heck,
Actually, full control. Yes.
I mean, I get why, because there's a lot of messed up stuff that happens on the internet, but it's just like if it's about like protecting kids,
but the funny thing
no
is,
matter what happens, like that's still a parent's job.
the messed up stuff isn't happening on normal internet. It's happening on Tor, the onion router, which is like the illegal part of the internet.
Yeah.
But that's like the free roam version of like not being watched. You don't have tracking cookies. You don't have a static IP, or you're unseen to the government. So, yeah. Sorry for the rant, guys. That was just my topics that I had. Do you have any topics?
Well, kind of like in the same news, PlayStation's kind of duping a lot of people with their pricing right now. So it's like set up where they're calling it dynamic pricing, and they base the price of their games based off of what you buy on the store.
What?
So if you buy like Skyrim, then they'll mark up all the DLCs because they know that you'll buy Skyrim related stuff.
That's
So somebody
Mess.
like I don't have a PlayStation. If I bought a PlayStation today, I would have way more cheap stuff than someone who's had it for like 10 years.
just another reason why to get rid of my PS5.
Or just go like physical media. Like I don't know. I like having a disc and like putting it in. I'm just old school like that. But
Speaking of physical media, I did buy first season of SAO and Blu-ray.
nice.
Yep.
Best season too.
I know, right? Well, the best first
For
half
half,
of this
yeah,
season,
yeah.
and the second half gets a little weird, but
Yeah.
it's cool, but it's a little weird, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'll stay away from that.
yeah, we'll take it.
I want to get all four of them. So, like,
Yeah.
Because
Are
of-
they done?
no, there's supposed to be a fifth one, but they haven't confirmed when this fifth
Okay.
season's coming out.
That's crazy. Yeah. Crazy.
All right,
things.
boys,
We ready to
So-
get into our
the main topic?
the main topic?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, yeah. Well, the main topic that we're going to be talking about is the war between all of us and how this podcast started and how we met and became friends.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to talk about just like the behind scenes of this podcast and like what all the podcast titles mean and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
we're
Just
one
kind of
yeah,
bring it all home
yeah,
for
yeah.
the season finale.
Yeah, but we're not ending it. We're not ending
No,
it. We're
no.
still continuing. It's,
We're now announcing season 2 of Castaways.
We do not have a release date for the first episode, but we will be having a season 2.
Yes.
yes,
Yep.
yeah, for sure. I love
More to
doing
come on that.
podcasts.
Later.
What was that? All right. I think before we start getting into the reason what the podcast was about and stuff
Just
like that. I think we should
Tell
just,
how we met and everything.
yeah, how
I agree.
how we all three met and became to be a group of friends. So, who wants to start?
Oh, I mean, you guys should start because
yeah.
you guys met before I met you. So
I feel like Austin. This is like your narrative story
Okay.
of how like you saw this guy come to your school, kind of thing.
So Tristan for the first time. He had his little baby fat.
Baby fat Tristan.
Dude, my cheeks were
Dude,
probably
you had-
huge.
those cheeks are cheeking, bro.
Yeah, both. I mean, my butt cheeks and my face cheeks.
Just think like, what's The Rock in that one movie?
where he
Kevin
Central Intelligence.
Yeah, take that. Only like little
that's
kid
a
form.
that's a. Oh man, that's been.
He wasn't like a fat kid, but he was a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Hey, I wasn't fat.
it's
It's just like that awkward stage of middle school.
yeah,
where, yeah. You know what I mean. Yeah. But anyway, continue. Yeah, how did we meet, Austin? I think from what you told me, I can't really remember how we met.
I remember quite a bit.
Yeah.
a little
Okay.
bit.
Then you.
The earliest I have is somehow it was like the beginning of middle school, and we all sat at like the same.
It was a mutual friend that brought us together. I'm pretty sure.
Was it Owen?
Yeah.
Okay, because I had classes with Owen.
Yep.
So I wonder if I met him first.
Yep.
But I feel like I met you first, which is weird.
No. I'm starting to remember it now because
Okay.
the mutual friend of ours was like, "Hey, you should come hang out with me because I got these cool friends now over here." And I'm like, "All right, bet." So I go over, hang out with our mutual friend, and then that's when I see Austin. Austin, I don't know how Austin thought of me at first, but I was like, "This guy is sick."
Because the way that our school was set up, there were different like pods, and each pod was like a different like
It was a team. Yeah,
I was on Dream Team.
I was Zephyr.
Zephyr.
Oh,
Which I was
on
so
the
jealous
wind,
of,
buddy.
because at the time, like, all the hot girls were on Zephyr, so I wanted to be on Zephyr so bad.
Bro,
I thought
what?
Zephyr was, like, the most MVP team, because they had all the baddings on it.
That's hilarious.
It's just a sick name.
So I was trying to get close to anybody who was on Zephyr to, like, build... Because Dream Team was, like, the lame one. Like, nobody, like...
You met
what
the
was
wrong
the other
guy.
one? Fusion?
No.
Fusion had all the nerds.
That
Oh,
was it. Was Endeavor. Endeavor, yeah.
Endeavor had all the nerds.
Yeah.
All the smart people were on Endeavor.
I'm wondering if they did that for a reason.
I don't know. Owen's really smart though, and he was on Dream with me.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
You got
But
to
anyways.
pick your team?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was like
Which
it was straight up
sucked.
Harry Potter. They picked for you. Like,
Yeah. Which sucks.
They
so
put a
much.
sorting hat on you?
Yeah. You
The
went
principal
to-
comes in and does a little spell.
What are the days that you go into school again?
Before
the day. What were
open
those?
house?
Was it
Open
open
house?
It's kind
Something like that.
something,
Yeah, where
yeah.
you like get all your pictures
Yeah,
and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
during open house, they had like a sorting hat area, and then they put the hat on you, and they're like, "You will become Zephyr."
Yeah.
But
Like,
no.
what the heck is?
But no.
No.
But anyways, I want to say like a couple classes with this guy named Owen, and then lunchtime came around, and it was like half the table was like people I was rocking with in elementary school, and then the other half just happened to be Owen and his friends. Owen just sat with me and my crew, and then it was like, hey, we're bringing Tristan along.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna recount how I could see it, but I don't know if I can see it that much, like
Okay.
how I met you. I think Owen told me to come over to the table. I rocked up to the table. You weren't like talking to me at first, but then you started talking to me, and I think we were talking about Pokemon, or was it who was hotter, Starfire or
No, it couldn't have
Raven?
been.
That was one of the topics that we talked about in 7th grade.
No, really?
Yes.
I don't remember that. I remember I thought you were really cool because you were talking about Halo forever.
Dude, I thought you were
Like,
sick because you're talking about cars, and then you also had like the knowledge of like Minecraft and Pokemon and stuff like that.
Why? I hadn't really touched Minecraft
Yeah,
yet.
I know.
but
I know.
I don't remember.
You just knew games, and I was like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy's
yeah.
dope.
I was a Nintendo
This
guy
guy's
at that point.
sick.
I was rocking with the Wii. But yeah, no, I was probably into Pokemon quite a bit. Because I had a DS, so yeah, we probably talked about Pokemon. But I just remember like one distinct part where after lunch we were kind of walking back to our pods, and right before we like split off to our individual pods, I watched Tristan go to the Zephyr pod, and I'm just like, I wonder if that guy's going to be my best friend. He's kind of cool.
And then that's how we became best friends. I
Yeah.
think like after that, started hanging out a lot more. And then the next year, we were on the same team. And I was like, bro, fusion buddies.
Yeah. Because then, because the 8th graders, they all had their own pods too. So we were on a Team Fusion.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Wait, you should say how you thought we first met.
How?
First.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's how I thought we first met at the
Okay.
lunch table. The same thing, and then when I was walking, well, actually, when I got to class, I was like, that guy was pretty sick.
Hey.
I was like,
I had a huge man crush on Tristan. I won't lie, bro. I thought he was so cool.
I won't lie too.
It was.
I still have a huge man crush on you and
Yeah.
Drew. You guys, I'm so lucky to have you guys as friends because
Aw,
I always think you guys are like the
Yeah.
coolest people ever.
I would agree.
Drew has like the physical attributes of like football and stuff, and he teaches me new things all
I
the
do.
time. And he's like super good at video games. And then Austin, also really super good at video games, has car knowledge,
He does.
Austin's just a freaking bro too. It's just insane. I don't know. Sorry, I'm
Well, I'm hyped because it's like
I'm
it's
hyping
lasted,
you guys
no,
up. I'm
like
goating you
friendships
guys up.
rarely last
Yeah.
this long.
Especially through school.
Yeah, especially
Like
after
when
high
she
school.
graduated, like
if you guys are high school age, like you guys will have a lot of people that you're hopefully still tight with afterwards.
Oh, for
but
sure.
like most of them are probably gonna do their own thing.
yeah, unfortunately.
And it's just like
yeah.
it's just part of life. Like you got people that are around for seasons, and luckily it's been a long season with you guys. So.
And I got to keep my best bros.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
We just kept at it.
I'm glazing you guys hard right now. I just want you
Hey,
guys to know
I'll
that
take it, man.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
We love you too, bro.
I've always thought highly of both of you guys.
What did we say at the same time?
Oh,
bro?
we're in sync, bro.
We love you, Tristan.
Interlinked.
I've always thought highly of both of you guys. You guys never, like, in my mind, have, like, done anything bad or anything, and it's just, you guys were the coolest people ever. That's,
Says you,
I
bro.
will
You're
say.
cool as shit.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, dude. I was jealous of Drew's ability to be so good at, like, anything physically active. I was like, bro's like a totally different
I am
level.
a unit when it
I'm
comes
gonna stay at the
to.
plebeian level and just like be all right. And
Okay, but if we're talking like working out, you pass me on that.
nah.
Yeah, dude.
And then Austin's ability to be disciplined, and then also in a way of like organization and intellect, it all like hits all three at once. I could see Austin just being like a really good strategist and in really good ways. I don't know. I was thinking about this like before the podcast. I was like, Austin, you could become something that I don't know. I would never even recognize. You could become like a cult leader or the president. That's what I see right now.
Guys, this is Tristan is talking about a man who thinks that he may or may who the whole time of this podcast has been wondering if he forgot to put on his deodorant this morning. That's who he's talking about.
That's just realistic expectation.
Me
all
like
right?
he's smelling my piss during this whole thing, wondering.
Bro,
he's like he's an intellect.
They're just gonna hear.
Einstein.
Now they're gonna go back and listen to this and just hear you going,
Yeah.
"Oh, dude."
This is what Tristan's talking about, bro.
I just both of you. I'm gonna glaze you both. You guys
Yeah.
are the best.
Bro, you are too, bro. You're such a genius.
I don't need to hear the glazing from me.
But you are, dude. You are such a genius, bro.
Yeah, dude, you're a genius and gosh darn it,
I
don't
mean,
know how to top it.
besides being like amazing at gaming and like being super smart with computers and all this stuff, you also are very lucky in the way that you found your wife in high school.
That's true.
Yeah.
And like that doesn't happen a lot either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that you guys have grown to be such a great couple and to be like, that's what I want to find when I find my wife.
Well,
and I feel like, oh yeah.
all right. But you can say what you're gonna say. So.
Well, I just going off like Drew's point, the fact that you've like just talking about your wife alone, just from you, where you guys met, all the way, because like the second you met her, I know that she was the one for you, but I feel like it's a choice to like make a relationship work, and you guys just made it work, and I feel like that's like a man, like that's what a man does.
Yeah.
It's just you find the person and you
guys,
stick
you
with it.
guys
and you
are
make
like
it
the
work.
truest men. I've
No,
ever-
seriously, like there's a lot of guys who like are really messed up and they cheat and they do all this like stupid stuff, but you were like a man by your word, and
Yeah.
this guy doesn't even like check out girls or anything. He's just like,
Nothing.
no, dude.
Man is head over heels
Not
for
even
his
a
woman.
celebrity crush or anything, bro. That's just like, I don't know.
That
You're
is true.
just like, and then just the way you carry yourself too, with like your goals and ambitions and stuff is super cool.
Nah, you
It's-
guys are.
you're definitely like, I'm definitely intimidated by you, but it's definitely like an iron sharpens like iron kind of thing, and I'm so lucky to like have that with somebody who
Nah,
genuinely
bro.
pushes me.
We're a trifecta of spears. If
Yeah.
that's gonna be that way, all right.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
New
yeah.
podcast name.
Trifecta of spears. We're done with you, Castaway.
When you mention like iron on iron, I feel like we all, in a way, help improve each other somehow.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
So we
But
all.
it's from a loving place. It's not like a,
No, it's definitely from a loving place, not like being rude or competitive.
Yeah,
or
no,
anything
never.
Like that. We're just able to hype each other up, to improve each other in a way that's just like, I don't know, unknown to anybody I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
And
feel
like even when we have arguments, quote on the arguments,
There's
we're
no
like we're not even
arguments.
arguing. We're
Yeah.
just we might like
Debating,
get
yeah.
loud a little bit, but it's all in fun. And like at the end of the day, after the argument, if you even want to call it that, we hug each other and we just laugh about it.
because that's what family.
Like, cause
does.
that's we don't even like. It's not even really arguments either. I want the viewers to know that it's not like we're arguing. It's more of just like we're having a discussion, and we might get a little hyped about it. But at the end of the discussion, we hug each other and we just laugh about it.
I'm still thinking about the time when we were gaming, and I think something happened where we started arguing, and then
Were we playing GTA?
I think it was just us.
This is
It
the
was
one
just
I was
us two.
asking about.
It was just us
Were we
two.
playing
Oh.
GTA?
We were playing GTA or something, and then something happened, and then we were like, at like the
I
end of
do
the-
remember that.
Wait, do you remember what the argument was about?
No,
No, I don't.
I have
but
no clue.
I remember
See,
it.
that's how you know it.
If you were outside and you were hearing this argument, you would think we were like actually pissed at each other. But then we just
I
started
think it
laughing
was
for like
really,
10
really
minutes.
stupid.
It was-
But we were like serious
I think
for like.
I think it was we were doing the casino heist, and we kept failing over and over and over again.
Get your shit together.
It was
I just
like-
this wasn't when I was on the party because I didn't.
no,
No,
and we were just
Austin, we understand.
we
Right
had been like grinding it out for like 5 hours, and we had done it like I said for 5 hours, and we were struggling on this one time and kept dying over and over and over again, and we were like, lock the fuck in, you motherfucker, and then we like
each death was like
like,
so bad.
each
And
death,
it was
this-
like
the
if I
anger
died,
was rising.
Drew was like, "You better get inside."
And then the next-
if he died, I'm like, "What about that, bro? What about that? You should have been better, bro."
And then we finally completed it, and then we laughed about it for like 10 minutes straight.
It was funny. It was hilarious. Yeah.
I love how you can't even remember like what the like argument was.
No, I'm pretty sure it was about us dying a bunch.
Yeah. Oh,
It
that's
was
awesome.
literally us dying a bunch.
Yeah.
But
But no, it's definitely like it's definitely just like I see us as like family, like we're brothers.
Oh, for sure.
And it's just like
Fam.
when you guys like have something like really like great happen and stuff, a part of me is like, dang, bro,
Yeah.
I'm like low key kind of jealous. But then I think about, I'm always reminded of that. Like we're family. It's like if my brother takes a win, that's a win for me.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's just like
Yes.
like a win for one of you guys is a win for the whole family. And then
Dude.
just because like I'm lucky enough to be on the ride with you, I feel like that's a win for me
Total
too.
Like
True.
right now, the happiest day of my life, besides like my family and stuff, was when he got married.
Yeah.
I think
Seeing
it
him
was-
get married and
yeah.
reading his vows and everything, and just that whole day
Yeah.
was so special to be a
was
part
the
of, dude.
fucking
And
day.
to stand up there with you
Yeah.
and watch you get married, dude, was amazing.
I was glad to have you bros there. I was
God,
so-
I remember crying when we got back up to the top, dude.
Austin. I
Me and
was-
you cried in each other's arms. We got back up to the top and we were like, oh my God.
What was funny about that day was I was like, since Austin was my best man, obviously you would be like the second in line to be the best.
Right,
the second
because
in
he
line
wasn't
best
feeling
man.
well either.
I was like devastated if Austin wasn't going to be there because I was like, oh no, my bro.
Yeah, I know. I
It's
was
my
too.
wedding.
I was going to go drag you there.
No, dude, I had to like reincarnate. Guys, I had like food poisoning or something during the time, and I just like spawned back in.
I
I'm like,
understood.
I'm
I
bored.
understood why. I was just like,
I was going to drive to the CDC and get you that CDC hazmat suit so you could go.
yeah. I was like,
Well, I'm glad it could all work out then, because it was an honor being a part of that.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a beautiful day, too.
It was just it was just like shows like how far we've came, like something that started in high school and just how long it's lasted, and it's just such a beautiful thing. Like you guys getting married is like such a win, and someday you guys will have kids and stuff, and
I know.
we'll always know where it all started, and just being able to see that all through fruition is gonna be it's just such a gift, such
sir.
a blessing. So
yeah. I was jealous. I'm jealous of both of you. Like you graduating college.
you graduated
with a
first.
No. You graduating college with a 4-year degree. I was like, man,
You
I am
graduated
so
after
jealous.
2 years.
I was like, I'm so jealous. This guy's already got a 4-year degree, and I'm like stuck with a 2-year.
Oh, yeah, that's your
I
dead-end
know.
job, right? Your dead-end job.
I know.
Or some 18 grand in debt from school loans.
But
Not
I
no
was
more, though.
like-
Yeah, not anymore.
I was like, this guy, he's going somewhere in life. He's already getting opportunities. And Drew, you were just like, I don't know, you're so gun-ho about stuff and like being able to stay disciplined to things and like you like going outside every day to go exercise and play basketball. I was like, I don't know. I still want to be as physically active as you are.
Yeah.
Not as in just as in like being able to lift weights. I want to be able
But,
to
like-
have the ability to be on Drew's level.
Yeah.
Because
And
Drew,
not have to like catch your breath every rebound.
There is
Oh
one story about when we were in PE and we were doing flag football. And
shit.
Tristan got put on the absolute worst team I think I've ever seen. He had 4 girls on his team and 1 dude, and they didn't want to play at all. The girls would just sit there and gossip. So
it was bad. They just stood there.
it was so bad. So one of the girls was the quarterback for some reason, and I intercepted the ball.
I'm not gonna have her be running after Drew. That's like a death wish.
So I intercepted the ball, and mind you, after I intercepted it, none of them chased me, right? And I start running, and I
still
look
standing.
back. I look back. There's nobody chasing me. So I slow down to a jog. I start jogging. I cross because we weren't playing the full side of the field. We were doing like sideways.
Yeah.
So we each had like 20 yards to play on because there was a bunch of people playing because it was PE. And so I'm crossing what would be like the 50. And I turn around and I see this man start sprinting at me full speed like he's Flint Lockwood from
I'd like-
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. He's just like, huss, 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 huss.
At this time, I've gapped already halfway, over halfway to Drew, and Drew's like,
I turn around and I go,
Drew's
oh,
face was so funny that day.
So I start running again, and then he's chasing me, mind you, I barely made it to the end zone, and he's like pulling my flag as I'm scoring. Was the scariest thing ever.
That was the first time. I don't know what happened in my mind. I was like, if no one's gonna take this seriously, I'm gapping this guy.
And it's so funny because like all the girls were just sitting there laughing at it as he's full on sprinting at me.
What I see, bro, I'm trying to give him the best competition of his life. All right, bro?
He did. I think he made my heart race 1,000 times faster than it was supposed to.
Is this the same gym class where the gym teacher would make you guys demonstrate? 'Cause you guys were
Yes,
the only ones
yes, it
watching?
was.
Yeah,
Yes,
so you guys were like his disciples. You
We
guys
were.
like
He
his-
literally
You guys were the best of the best.
any explanation he needed, he'd go, Tristan and Drew, please come up.
You guys were his SEAL Team 6.
Are you guys done telling yours how you guys met, or is there more?
I still want to go a little bit on it, a little bit more.
You're good. Yeah, go ahead.
I think after that, that's when Austin and I started to hang out a lot more in middle school. And I think second year is when we like became like glue, basically.
Okay.
Okay, which one of us convinced to get an Xbox?
I think
Because
I think we both had an Xbox.
I just bought one and
Oh, really?
yeah.
You're the one that convinced me to get Xbox Live.
Oh.
Because,
Well, I think we were talking about like, I think you like put me on to Halo and stuff, and
Oh, yes, yeah.
my brother wanted to get an Xbox because his friends were playing FIFA and stuff all the time. So I was like, oh, bet. And then you're like one of the first persons. I wish I kept it, but it was like the OG like write your gamer tag out on a piece of paper thing. Oh, dude, one of my biggest regrets is not keeping that paper, bro.
Dude.
That would have been sick.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah, but
Just
yeah, I think
frame
it
it.
just. I just remember like a big part was just like gaming for the first time and just.
That first time was late at night. I convinced my dad to finally get me Xbox Live and
Yeah.
Minecraft. And we played Xbox 360 Minecraft Edition.
Yeah.
And
Toy Story World.
Toy Story World, yep. And then the second year came around, and that's when Austin and I became pretty inseparable. There were like already inside jokes. It was so much fun. I think the best day was when I told you. Do you remember when our school was so humid?
Mm-hmm.
You were sliding.
People were slipping on the floors because it was so hot. And then we have to go in the hallway. They had
Yes.
to cancel class and go in the hallway.
And the worst part was that Fusion had a ramp downwards, and the only way to get out of Fusion if your car was all the way in the front was to climb on the rail and slide up. That was the worst thing ever. And I think the funniest thing I told you was when that day, when I was climbing up that rail and then past that, there was the 3 kids that were like, oh no, I've fallen and I can't get up. And then all 3 of them literally quit crashing down and slid further down the hallway. I was like, yeah.
I remember that,
man.
though.
Yeah.
that was wild.
Oh, man. And then...
Remember helping each other out with our lockers? Or I think you helped me out with my locker.
Oh, yeah! Walking buddies.
We were walking buddies.
I was like, can this guy be my walking buddy?
But I think one time where we really started to click is when we did like this is like the second year. This is like 8th grade, and we did like the after school thing.
Yo.
It was like study hall,
but after school.
Yeah.
And that was so cool.
We used to watch like videos on his little
It was
iPod
an
mini.
iPod. It was an
He put
iPod.
me on to South Park, the most like insane episode.
It was the World of Warcraft one where they're pooping in a bucket.
This is like the first time I ever got exposed to anything like that, and I was like, "What the heck is this?"
Yep. I do kind of regret that, but then I was like, that was so much fun.
It was, yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
yeah.
But
9th grade.
then we get into
Freshman
9th grade. Yeah, freshman year.
So, do you want to start?
Austin and I are still friends, hanging out, and then no, you do it. I
Okay,
wanna
yeah,
hear your
so-
perspective.
I went to a different middle school, and I had friends at that middle school that knew them when we got to 9th grade.
Oh yeah.
And so I would get to school, and before school started, and we would all like kind of hang out in the cafeteria, and I would sit with one dude because I didn't know anyone else really.
Tyler, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was Skylar.
That's
And
right.
then Skylar had a bunch of friends that were sit at your guys' table, and they had him go sit over there, and I wouldn't go. I would just go to my class because like I didn't know any of you guys. And so then Skylar was like, "Yo, instead of going to your class, you should come sit with us." And I was like, "Okay." So I did, and I talked to him. I didn't really talk to you at all.
Yeah. Because, you guys got there earlier.
Yeah, I got there super early.
You guys both did. So, by the
So-
time I got there, they pretty much let us out to our classes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I talked to him, and we didn't like become friends or anything. We were like just acquaintances. I would only talk to him during that period, and then when I would have lunch, and he would be in my lunch, and I would like be like, "What's up?" and then that's about it.
Yeah.
And so then, as the year got on, me and him kind of got closer, and I got, I think, his Snapchat. And then going into our 10th grade year,
Are we gonna talk about the story?
your mother, we can. So going into
Was that that year?
No, that was in 10th grade.
It's in 10th grade.
So going into 10th grade, all that summer was when me and him started gaming
Oh,
together a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got his, was it your Snap or your number?
It was my Snap.
Okay, yeah. So he was like, "Oh, I got Xbox," and I was like, "Oh, I have Xbox too." So we started gaming. We started playing a bunch of different Xbox games, mainly GTA,
Yeah.
because that's pretty much all I played at the time.
Yeah. it
Um,
was GTA.
And so like, I got super close with him, and then we started hanging out, going into 10th grade year every now and then. We would just like go do some dumb stuff, go to the mall, whatever it was.
Summer. In
In the
summer,
in
I
the
was
summer,
back
yeah.
too.
And so then when 10th grade started, I had a friend going into 10th grade, and then I met you
Yep.
through him, but I knew you a little bit in 9th grade.
Yep.
But when 10th grade started was when you and I became friends, and we had Spanish class together.
Well, not just that, we had math class.
We did have math class too, but we had Spanish first, didn't we? Wasn't it Spanish first?
We were in like the dumb kids math.
We were in the dumb kids math. We sat at the back of the class in the dumb kids math messing around.
Our final was taking pictures of shapes. We were shocked.
What?
Remember that?
What?
We're not kidding. You literally had to take pictures of shapes and then like figure out what was it, like the
What kind of a triangle it was.
yeah, or like and then like the angles and stuff like yeah, that was our final.
This was in 10th grade, people. So, yeah, when Tristan says all that stuff about being intelligent,
But
you're right there.
we
Well, it
really
changed, you know.
we really got close in Spanish because we sat next to each other and we would mess around and we wouldn't do any Spanish work.
Dude was a comedian, bro. Okay, I'll say like the first thing I thought of. Well, we were doing like icebreakers and we would have math class first.
So it was math first
It was
because it was
first?
after lunch.
Was it first period?
No, we had math second, and then we had
And then-
Spanish fifth because it was after
Yes.
lunch.
Yep. So we were doing icebreakers. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure. We were doing icebreakers in math class, and I just remember like the first memory I have of Drew is just him saying, "My icebreakers, I'm allergic to grass." Or no, somebody was making. Wait a second, it wasn't icebreaker. Someone was making fun of your eyes because your eyes were bloodshot.
It looked like I was high as
And-
like
Drew had really bad allergies.
Yeah,
And
I have-
Jose and like all those guys were like
Making
all up
fun
to,
of me,
all
yeah.
up to them, but they were like menaces, bro. They used to make fun of his bloodshot eyes, and he was like, "I'm allergic to the grass," and I was just like bewildered because I'd never heard of anyone being allergic to grass before, and I was just like, "How does that guy live? Like,
Yeah.
just walks on concrete his whole life, like." And then we
Austin
would
over here with his peanut allergy.
imagine having an allergy, man. And then we would have like math class, and I just remember like Drew was like the funniest guy in
Sure.
the whole class,
That
dude.
is
And I got to sit right next to him every day. until I think they split us up then and there.
Eventually, yeah, he was not happy, and then we got to be sitting next to each other in Spanish class, so it was just got worse in
that's,
Spanish.
that's what it was. Yeah, Spanish class.
Yeah,
Because we sat next to each other in Spanish class, and then they divided us.
she divided us up.
We were on like totally opposite sides of the room after that. Oh. Yeah, we definitely got.
But that's how I met both of them.
Yeah.
If you put Drew on a mic, I think bro could make money being a comedian.
I probably
That's for
could.
sure.
He's so funny.
if I didn't have stage fright.
And just in the moment
True.
too. He's just so funny in the moment, and just like
It's so. I don't even know if it's in the moment. It's just his character.
he just doesn't
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah.
No.
He just yeah.
So back to Tristan. I have a few stories to get through. There's 3 of them that I want to tell.
There's 3?
Yes.
I thought
So
there's only 1.
no, there's 3. You'll know when I'm telling them.
Okay.
So I had PE with Tristan every year except junior year.
That's true. Yeah.
I had it all 10th grade and all 12th grade, but I did not have it. Well, maybe we did have a semester.
Yeah, a semester. Right?
It might have been a semester, but I know I didn't have it all with you 11th grade.
I never knew that.
So-
That's wild.
We would have PE first period because we got unlucky in 10th grade. And one of the things was like, when like the cops would come to your school and you would have like the drunk goggles and they like gave us a scooter and you could like ride the scooter and then they had like a bunch of like different things you could go to learn to not like drink and drive and not to smoke and stuff. This man records me as I'm on a scooter.
Just rolling around. And then back in the day, there was this meme going around where like you do something really cool and slide, and then you say "deja vu"
Yep.
because it's from
Initial
from the
D.
anime. Yeah.
Well, that's the other story. This one was when we were outside on the scooter and I was flipping it.
Yeah, and then you said "deja vu."
Deja vu, yeah. And then, so there's that one. And then we were having, what were we having in the...
It was like a PE
Was it a
meeting. Yeah, it was one of the meetings.
some meeting. And we all had to be in the PE class in the middle of the gym, sitting there. And he records me, and I have my backpack on, and I come running around the corner, and I slide, like, literally, like, what was it? I slid for a good...
He slid like halfway across the court.
It was a good
and
slide.
this court was huge.
Yeah, it was a good slide. And I said, deja vu!
Yeah. Well, you slid and then like stopped perfectly.
Perfectly.
Like, right in front of me.
And
and then said,
I looked like a
"Deja
model,
vu."
and I was like, deja vu!
And I think that was in the semester of the 11th grade because Jordan
Yes.
and Julian were there. So
Yes.
I was like, yeah.
But the best story I have from school is we were 10th grade. We
Yeah.
were getting out of class. School was done. We were both waiting for our moms to come pick us up. So we're sitting there talking, and his mom pulls up, and he goes to her car.
Yeah, I enter the car.
I will let you finish the
Yeah.
story.
I enter the car, and my mom's like, "Who are you hanging out with? Why are you hanging out with that guy? He's like a 40-year-old janitor." And I'm like, "Mom, that's my friend. That's my best friend, Drew." She's like, "What? Are you sure he's not a janitor?"
Granted, this is like Drew is like the first of all of us to be able to grow any kind of facial.
I did
hair
have
at all.
facial hair. Mind you, I had like...
I think she called you an Amish janitor.
Okay, so do you all remember how Wolverine would have his beard?
Yeah.
It was like...
You had the chops.
I had his chops, basically. But mind you, I had a backpack on. And she still thought I was a 40-year-old janitor.
Yeah.
So the running joke now, every time there's an event going on, the age just gets up there. Now I am an 80-year-old janitor.
Well, I capped it at 60, but I'll increase it to 80.
I mean,
but
we're pretty much at the point where I'm an 80-year-old janitor.
I can't wait to do a toast like that at your wedding.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
gonna be like,
Oh,
when I
dude.
met this guy, he was a 40-year-old janitor outside my school.
It's gonna be the best man speech.
Oh, gosh.
I've already been thinking about all your guys' speeches.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
But then with you, 10th grade was when we got super close because of the classes. And then going into 11th, we would go to the swimming pool with your brother and my brother, and we would go like every day.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, because I remember at that time, Mom let us get a pool pass. So we were going to the pool every time. And I was, of course, like inviting my friends to go. But then my brother, he he didn't really like the crew that I was like hanging out with. Because he was very like focused on like how he looked like popularity wise. And I was kind of like with the more like nerdy group.
The geek nerds.
Yeah, the geek nerd, which all up to them. Those are my bros.
Except Drew was like the outcast of the geek.
I was the
sports guy.
But it was funny because I wasn't like popular. I was just like the sports guy.
Yeah.
But like it was so funny because we were already friends at that point.
Yeah.
And when I told my brother that we were gonna go to the pool with one of my friends, he's like, "No, again, what are your nerdy friends just wants to talk about like video games all the time?" And I'm like, "No, this one's different." And then we invited you, and dude, he had like the most fun. We both had like the most fun with you at the pool. Dude.
That's true. That is true.
I remember that he like looked up to me like I was amazing because he was what 2 years younger than us, or
Yeah.
And so like when we would go to the mall, he'd be like, "Oh, Sir Drew," and like it was just so funny because he like looked up to me so much. Great guy.
Did I ever go to the pool with you guys?
I'm sure. You
Yeah.
did,
I thought I did at least like twice.
Twice,
I never
yeah.
did not
We went
go
to
lot, though.
Holiday a
We
lot.
went to Valley Pool quite a bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holiday was where you and I would go though because it was right next to where I lived.
wait,
so I would
That's
just
the
walk
pool that
down.
I
Yep.
went down to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
all
one.
went to
Yeah.
that together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I was like, I only remember the one near Drew's.
Yeah. Me
Yep.
too. That's the first one I think of.
Yep.
That one was fun.
Yeah.
My phone overheated that one time, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know how I'm going to get home.
Sure, one of our moms would have given
Oh,
you a
for
ride.
sure, yeah.
Oh.
I was like, I'm dead.
Screwed. Yeah. Good.
Man,
Good times.
hanging out with you guys was the best.
It really was.
Oh my God. The biggest memory of Drew when we hung out during in the summer was when there was a LeBron James cardboard cutout.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, Shaquille O'Neal. Why would Shaquille O'Neal? He wasn't even playing then. But anyway, Shaquille O'Neal cardboard cutout of the new
2K
NBA game.
yeah.
2K game.
And this was when Prime What Are Those was going on.
Yeah, that meme. What are those? And Drew, this was a whole mall. This is a very populated mall that we were
Packed
in.
mall.
And Drew goes up to Shaquille O'Neal and just does, "What are those?" And it echoes through the whole entire mall. And we're all just laughing, but I bet you today, if we saw a kid do that, I'd be like, "Oh,
we would be
those are
like
some dumb
We would
kids."
be like, "You're such an idiot.
We did
Why are you
that.
being loud in the mall?"
And all the kids go, "So similar." Like, what the heck? like we wouldn't have done that at that age.
We wouldn't have said that.
I mean, are we going to talk about what I used to do at the mall?
Oh, dude. Okay, we took...
Shills mainly.
Okay, because of Drew's... Drew was so much better than us because we were too afraid to be any sort of extroverted at all.
That's true.
And we just kind of lived through Drew and let him be our extroverted guy. So we made him do all this super dumb stuff.
He would ask out
Just so he would do
ladies.
it. So he would ask out girls at Shields.
Mainly Shields. It was the whole mall, but it was mainly Shields.
Shout out to them.
I would literally walk up to girls and be like, "Yo, can I get your number?" And they'd be like, "No." And I go, "Okay," and then I go to the next one.
Yeah.
Definitely big shout out to them for having to deal
Big
with
shout
that.
Do you remember when I went into Zoomies and I did it, and that girl gave me her Snapchat?
The same one that called me Mr. Beast?
No. This was way
By the way, I do not look like Mr. Beast. That's for a fact.
No, this was when we were in high school still.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I was 17 and I
remember.
walked. She was like
And she was
23.
20.
She was like
Yeah.
23, dude. Because then she posted on her story her at the bar.
Is this the Zoomies?
Yes.
Girl?
Yeah.
Oh man, the one girl that he got the number from. Oh,
I,
awesome.
I would go in and I'd hug, like, ask random strangers for hugs or like high five. Remember?
Yeah, you don't remember.
We would
that.
we would all try and like get like high fives, and it'd be
That
like
was
it'd be
true,
like
we
1
did.
point if you get a high five, and then we were like, if you get a hug, it's 5 points, and I'd just walk up and I go, can I get a hug? Just some random old lady.
I don't remember this. Did you get any hugs?
We were like,
One hug because I worked with the person, and then the next day she asked me, why did you hug me? That was really weird.
I had to do it for the clout.
We were like the dumb version of Impractical Jokers at our mall.
Really, we really were. But like, we weren't those super annoying kids that were like screaming and yelling. We were just doing stupid stuff.
Whoa.
I mean, okay, the one of those. But other than that, like, we didn't scream and yell or like
No.
destroy things. We just did stupid stuff to like
That's so true.
walk up and be like,
Yeah, we did like the.
can I get your number?
We did the what was it, buckle challenge and like
Yeah.
stuff like
The
that.
buckle challenge. Dude, we did not make that, by the
No,
way.
never.
Uh-uh.
We would walk in and they'd go, need help?
Yeah. Instantly. They knew what we were doing, but...
I did before you noticed me.
Oh, man. I miss those days.
Yeah.
Those were some fun
Gosh, I
freaking
even
days.
did so much stupid stuff at that mall.
You know, that's like... What I see nowadays of, like, kids thinking that it's so fun to destroy things.
We would have never, we would
Why
have
would
never
they
done
just
that.
Never, why
Yeah.
would...
Never.
Yeah. What
It's
do
not even that
kids
fun.
do?
The most destructive thing we did was yell, and like when I was in the car with him, I'd roll the window down and like bark at people.
Or
like-
drag racing, or
Yeah.
hanging off my car.
I would
or-
hang off his orange car
Or
all
some-
the
Did you guys
time.
work on his car or something?
Yeah.
And then stuffing Austin's brother into the back of the car.
Oh yeah, you'd roll around in
yeah.
the back.
Yeah.
We drag raced at another mall,
On another mall.
and I took my shirt off, and
Meanwhile, I'm working my shift.
Yeah, and we were like,
At that mall.
we were worried to tell him because he would get so mad because it was his car.
Yeah, it was your car.
It was my car. I think we shared. Wait. How?
You got.
You would have been old enough. Because I would have been like, he would have had his like permit maybe.
Did you give him the keys? Oh, did he
He must
tell
have
you
grabbed a
you were gonna
stick or
grab
something.
him? Grab
I don't
something out of the
remember.
car?
He would have been definitely too young to.
Why didn't we
drive
think
by
about
himself.
that? We were very dumb. Oh my!
Remember when we
God.
saw mall security drive past right after,
Yeah,
and we
we were
freaked
out of
out.
there.
We
Yeah.
freaked out, and we didn't go back for like 4 hours. We were like, they have the car's license plate.
Dude, my car was a bright
Orange.
orange Xterra.
Fucking bright orange. You can see it a million miles away.
I was like, if someone were to know that we were there, they know that we were there.
Like you, if you knew Tristan and his car, you'd be like, "Hey, that's Tristan. It was such a rare color." Like,
Dude, yeah, you
Yeah.
don't see that color. It's like the color that you think of when, I don't know if anyone's ever seen these shorts, but like uranium orange paint
Yeah.
put on
Yes.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that.
Oh, classic. Dullahan was a beast.
Oh, dude, that car was so sick, Dullahan.
I miss that at Value. It all parked by each other when we had our cars.
Yep, that's so true.
And
Yeah.
with the Crown Vic. Yeah.
my
Yeah,
cars.
true. Yeah, your walking cars.
Yeah, 2 horsepower, baby.
Think about how messed up that car would be now, though, if you drove it in high school.
it wouldn't drive.
Yeah.
Oh man. We should probably get into the podcast.
Yeah,
now
we
and
should.
stop reminiscing.
We can make it a two-parter.
That's
we're,
true.
We're over an hour now.
All right. Well,
Did you have anything else
yeah.
on your?
You have anything, buddy?
About what?
School. We did a lot of dumb stuff.
We did a lot of dumb stuff at school
a
too.
lot of dumb. I think.
I don't know.
everyone-
Like I said, me and him were. Do you remember when we played the girls in badminton and we whooped their ass? Like,
Oh, I would set
like
you up.
He would.
I would
He would
set
literally set
Drew
me up. Okay, so like viewers, I know you can't see it, but imagine like a prime volleyball player getting set up for a spike, and he would do that to me, for me, and I would spike it on the girls that we were playing. We beat them. We played 3 games in the time that everyone else finished their game, and we beat them each time by like 30.
Yeah,
it was so unfair.
bad.
They were so mad at it. They were like, "Can you stop
Well,
hitting it so hard?"
The best thing about it was that I was really good at keeping the badminton up in the air and then also setting it up perfectly for Drew. And then Drew was just a very hard hitter. And I would just be like, all right, Drew. I could not hit like what like Drew was hitting. He was like majestic with it. He would like, there was like a time where I thought like time stopped, and then Drew's like,
Bro bends space and time.
Dude, it was like it was so funny. I felt so bad for them. We were so mean to them. We absolutely destroyed them. But they were like the mean popular girls. Is why we did it. Because like they weren't like necessarily mean to us. It was just like that was their stereotype in high school, was the mean like popular girl. And we were like, oh, they think they're gonna get an easy game out of us? Whack! Whack!
I think us in high school really got fortunate with the friend group that we had.
Very, very
at the
true.
Time.
Yeah. We had a good group.
They weren't geeks or outcast. Everyone was like really known.
That and like we knew all the popular people. They knew all of us. Like they knew who we were, and we knew them, and they were like okay with us. Like
we were like one step away from the druggy group. That's how.
No, we were one step away from the druggy group,
without the
and
drugs.
one step away from like popular group.
Yeah,
I feel like.
And
like,
one step away into like the drama group.
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
We had a
it
few
was.
drama
We had
people.
we had
had a
a
mix.
group of everything.
Yeah.
We had like
Yeah.
the nerds. We had the drama. We had the band. We had the druggy, and then we had the sports because of me.
You know what I thought it was? I thought of us as the known nerds, like the really, really well-known nerds that like got well.
That's
with
how I like
everyone.
to think of it.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It's not as in a nerd as in like intellect in science or history. It was like a nerd as in like,
We just got really passionate about stuff.
oh yeah, like we were well known in different topics.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Do you remember in sociology when I handed that girl the note with my number on it, and she said yes. She gave me her number back,
Wow.
and we started snapping, and we were gonna go on dates, and so the way the sociology
good.
class was set up was
You know,
There was-
you
It
know
was
how
like a whole
you,
sociology experiment.
you know how you were dumb with him in his class.
Yeah.
I feel like this might have been like
me and him
twice
were
as worse.
me and him were brain rot, dude.
It was
So the way sociology class, the way she had her class set up was, instead of all the desks like this,
like in
she had a
row.
gap in the middle, and the desks were on the sides.
So listeners, think of it as like not like as in like a grid of desk, like all in the center of the class.
Right.
There was, I think there was only 3 rows of desk apart from each other,
Yeah.
and the center of the class was empty.
Yep,
And
it
then
was
there
like
was
a
the board
walkway.
in the front, and then her desk in the back.
It was okay, like the red carpet. You know, how, like there's
yeah.
like the photographers on each side. It was like that. The red carpet was there, and then you had the seats. So he sat in front of me, and I was behind him.
Yep.
And at the time, the girl sat 2 seats over to me. And when we came back from,
Can't remember.
and so when we came back from break, me and him still sat behind each other because we begged the teacher to let us.
oh, she loved us.
She did love us. We did our work, but we were so stupid.
We were dumb.
Then she sat across from me. So she was in the same row, but she was across from me. And so I would ask her to go on a date, and she'd go, yeah. And then we wouldn't go on the date, and then we'd go back to class on Monday, and she wouldn't even look at me. And I'd be like staring at her, and he'd go, stop staring at her. because he would like turn around to ask me a question, and I'd just be like, and then I would ask her to go on a date again, and she would say, yeah, let's go. And then she wouldn't go on the date. And it kept happening. And then she removed me. And so but it was weird because I had class with her. And like,
That was so embarrassing.
we would stare at each other because she was across from me.
That was cringe.
It was so
That was max cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drew and I, we
Study hall.
We were really. I think I helped Drew through that class.
He did.
We aced that class really fast.
I'm not gonna lie, he helped me a lot on it. I understood most parts, but like the parts where I struggled, he would go, dude, it's this. And I'd be like,
Do you remember? Oh, was Monkey Picks the Peaches in the same class? What was There was a topic where we talked about monkeys pick the peaches.
Pick the peaches.
Was that in that
Yep,
class?
it was.
Why would Wait, oh yeah, that would be a sociology.
Yep, it was that. It was that class.
Oh my god. Yeah, we talked about monkeys pick the peaches, and the reference is someone pulling or punching the nads of a man to get away from them.
What the heck?
Yeah, it was like a self-defense
All right.
part.
Monkeys picked the
Monkeys. Yeah, and then we talked about it all. And then we would watch Markiplier a lot.
in study hall. He actually
And
got me.
sociology.
He got me.
Yeah.
He got me hooked on watching YouTube horror, like
Yeah.
like people gaming on
The
horror.
scary part of
yeah,
games.
He
because
put me
like
on-
I don't like that stuff, and
Yeah.
so we would watch it in class, and he would go, "Okay, it's coming up, get ready," and then it would like the scary part would happen, and I go, but I couldn't scream because we were in study hall or in sociology, so I'm like.
What did I put you on?
You put me on like the trifecta of like a PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier.
Oh, dude.
all the try not to laugh challenges we utterly failed at. Oh, it's so good.
Those three are just a main
Do
force
you
of
remember
That's a lot.
in Spanish class when those two people snuck off to the bathroom?
Yeah, I
And they
remember
did it
this.
in the or they didn't do it, but they got head in the bathroom, and then they came
Yeah.
back, and I went to the bathroom, and he
Yeah.
was like, "I just got head," and I came back, and I was like, "Austin, he just got head." And then Austin was like,
did you go to the bathroom first? Or you
"No,
went
I
after?
went after." She came back to class, and then she goes, "Okay, you can go." Somebody else came back, and I went, and he was like, "Dude, I just got head," and I was like, "Huh?"
I needed to go to the
Bathroom.
bathroom.
Like I was like, "I gotta pee, dude."
bro, I would have been like,
He probably thought you were around too, dude. He's like, have fun, brother.
all right, pucker up.
Oh my gosh. Did I have art with any of you guys? I don't think so.
No.
Because you guys did.
I had
take
digital
You
art.
did
Yeah, we took
digital,
digital
yeah.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
I was still surprised how I won that thing. I was like, dude, there was so many better pictures.
I'm surprised mine ranked higher because I wasn't
Dude,
like
yours
too
is
far
sick.
behind.
Yeah,
But like,
you were third, I thought.
yeah,
Yeah. I
I
was
thought
like-
yours was so cool though.
I felt bad. I was
no,
like,
I was so proud when yours was all over the school and stuff. It was awesome.
yeah. They had it for how many years? So was it 2 or
It was for the Sweetheart show. We had to make like a
digital
billboard thing.
it had to be something to do with a heart
Yeah.
and beats with music. Sorry.
Frozen cat.
And I don't know. I just did like a stupid heart with really cool
Squigglies.
squiggly lines and a beat note.
Yeah, it was fire.
It was
What's
just a
up,
note.
man?
And then for some reason I got picked. I was like, this guy.
Me?
And
was
then I got
so
a bar. Well, the people came up to me and they're like, "You're Tristan, right?" And I was like, "How do you
know
my
that?
name?" I'm like, this is like when I'm about to leave, and like drive through our normal way through the auditorium.
Yeah.
I'm like standing there looking at my actual like picture that I drew that was already on the thing.
You made this?
Well, the guy just came up to me and was like, "You're Tristan, right?" I was like, "How the hell would you know who I am? I'm just a random dude standing here looking at the picture." And then he's like, "Okay, yeah. We can't give you cash, but what can we give you?" And I was like, "A Barnes & Noble's gift card?"
Did they say why they couldn't do cash?
I can't remember. I think they said just were like, "We don't have it on hand," which
Oh, all right.
which is a little weird because they had to go buy the Barnes & Noble's
Yeah.
gift card.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. A little weird.
I
Anyway.
mean, if we're being honest, you probably would have spent that cash on Barnes and Noble.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
So
Probably. That was a big thing for me, Barnes & Nobles.
That was the spot.
it was nice that we all had like lunches though. Most of the time we had lunch
Especially,
together.
yeah, in high school. Yeah.
And I remember my last 2 years I had lunch off. 11th and 12th. So I had every lunch so I could see both of you guys.
So glad that I didn't graduate early in senior year. I'm so glad I didn't do that. So
I'm glad you-
experienced senior year.
I'm glad
with
you
all guys.
didn't either, because we all got to graduate together.
Is
and
that on the table?
Yeah, that was on the
Oh
table.
wow.
I was like, no, I want to have fun.
Yeah.
I want to go
Yeah.
do
That
some
last
more
semester was kind of breeze
classes.
for me too.
Yeah, you were weird. You were so weird
I
about
added
school.
more classes. I think I did a lot of psychology and
Yeah.
a more
Did I have-
science-based.
What did I have astronomy or geology with you?
You didn't have any of them.
Yeah,
With
Was
we
it
took
neither of them?
geology,
we took geology and astronomy
yeah.
together.
I thought I had one of them with you.
Nope.
Bio or anything?
No, I didn't take
No,
bio.
you didn't take bio.
I don't know if we had a class together other than PE.
Was
and
it
lunch.
just PE?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you took a lot of higher up classes, and I took easy
That was like in
classes.
junior
Yeah.
year. That was in junior year when I started taking the higher
Like
up
AP
class.
and,
Yeah.
We did somehow have PE, literally every year.
All the time.
And I think we only had it 11th one semester, but still, we somehow managed to get PE. We never got PE with you though, ever.
Yeah, dude, I was so bummed.
Dude, yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah.
That was
I think
rare.
I tried to.
He's the
convince
only
my
reason
dad
why.
to do it.
He's the only reason why I did the swimming.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna.
dude,
I was gonna
swimming.
tell the teacher I didn't want to do it, but he was like, "Come on, bro, swim with me, please."
It was so fun.
We did have a blast.
Every time we all get a hotel together, that's the first thing we do. is go to the pool. It's because you two.
Oh man, I love swimming. That is so fun.
Can't wait to start swimming again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But sorry, listeners, we just had a lot of reminiscing, and
Yeah.
I think it's
This is fun. We gotta do more episodes like that, just like random stories from the past.
I feel like we should.
that's
Just,
a cool
do that.
title. Random stories of the past.
Yeah.
I'd do that. But yeah, the reason that we kind of just started doing the podcast was just so we get our ideas out there, and I feel like it was another way that we could like actually hang out and connect
yeah.
with not being able to see each other all the time since
Yeah.
we're getting older, and I'm married, so you know, I don't always
He's
get
locked up.
I don't always
Shout-
get to hang out with my best friends a lot, and I feel like when doing the podcast, it just helps us talk about more topics that we probably wouldn't be talking about in our daily lives as
Yeah.
much, and being able to expand our knowledge more on items and being able to present that to you guys, listeners.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kind of like stuff we talked about in like the first episode. Just yeah.
and we're dumb.
Yeah.
We're not noteworthy people. I mean, just don't take what we say literally,
Yeah.
or like don't take the knowledge that we're putting out as in like fact, because we could be wrong on so many things.
We
but
could, yeah.
We just want to be able to give you guys the knowledge that we learn from what we're perceiving and
Yeah.
our ideas and just what we think about certain things.
And we wanted to do a podcast for like 4 or 5 years now, and we finally started it, and it's just been something that we've wanted to do.
Yeah.
And just like for us, kind of, and for you guys too, but mainly just for like another way for us to hang out and
Yeah.
and talk and just like grow.
Yeah. It's been kind of long in the works because didn't we talk about doing a YouTube channel at one point?
Yeah, we did.
And then you
We
really
talked about
wanted to
doing a
start-
gaming channel.
Yeah, yeah. And then I remember for a little bit I started a gaming stream channel called Lunchbox with my brother.
With your brother, yeah.
Yeah.
I was the
Yeah.
first viewer.
So that was kind of the OG Castaways was Lunchbox. So shout out to all you OG Lunchbox fans that watched
Only
that one
me.
Mixer episode.
Yeah, only me.
Yeah, only you were on an episode, but
I was
Yours
on
and
the
you.
episode and watching the episode.
yeah,
We were doing parkour
yeah.
in like this blue box. I can't remember what it was.
What was the Lunchbox?
It was was it just us just talking and then
I
doing
think so.
parkour in it
Yeah.
the whole time? That's so much. If I swear to God, if we find that video like somewhere, I want to hear what we sound like, because we're going to sound way different from what we sound like now,
But we've
or how dumb we were. I don't know
Yeah.
that too.
I mean, we're dumb now, guys. Come on.
That's for sure.
but yeah, it's coming a long way.
Yeah, I'm certainly glad. I know there's probably not a lot of listeners listening to us, or just out there watching that many podcasts or listening to podcasts, but I'm thankful for whatever listeners you are, if you're family or if you're friends or even if you're just a random person
Yeah.
Friends of
just
friends,
popping
yeah.
in. Thank you for just taking the time out of your day just to
Yeah.
come listen to three dumb guys.
That have been friends for 9 years now.
Yeah. That's a long time. Thank you guys. It really means a lot to us. I mean, we're not looking for revenue or anything like that. We're just
No, it's just for fun and
it's kind of like an escape of real world
Yeah.
reality
Yeah.
and not
Just to kind of
being shackled.
team up and like join up and create something together.
Yeah. This is definitely a hobby versus like
oh, for sure,
what
yeah.
we want it to be.
Yeah.
It's also like another way for us to not game, because like when we game we have these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of a way for us to share these conversations with you guys, and instead of gaming we're together doing it. So
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, go ahead.
oh yeah. I was just gonna say that we love to put Easter eggs into certain things.
You
and
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're a listener and you're a dedicated listener, I feel like you'd be able to notice the kind of like the theme that we're going with right now.
yeah.
And even with the title, I mean, if you look at the title and the boat that's in the picture of like what we present on some of the episodes, I mean, and the titles of the episodes
Each
too.
episode, yeah.
This was definitely a creative
Venture.
feat. Yeah, creative venture. Like I kind of like started working on music and like getting to kind of I kind of started working on music to kind of explore my creativity, and the podcast was just kind of nice because I could express that same creativity but with the bros and stuff. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, with like the Easter eggs and like stuff we were able to put into this episode, made it very worthwhile for me.
And we'll be putting probably some Easter eggs in hopefully the
Yeah.
second season.
Oh,
I'm
for
hoping.
sure.
We'll have to think about something to put in there for you guys to figure out. But if you guys figured out what this Easter egg was, do you guys want to introduce it or anything like that?
I think you should, because
If
do you want to
you
go?
came up with it.
do
I
you
got
wanna-
the episodes right
Okay,
here.
he's got the episodes. Do you want to introduce it and then he'll go through the episodes?
Yeah. So, listeners, if you haven't already figured out, this actual theme of the first season was about Odysseus's adventure across the lands near Ithaca and so on in Greece, and we were kind of trying to relate with how his adventure went and what topics and themes that we went through our year or years, that because it's been 2 years since we've been doing this podcast. But yeah, we were trying to picture us on the same adventure kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see if listeners would be able to understand that this whole theme of this first season was Odysseus's adventure. So
Yeah, so it was like our adventure for our first season of a podcast, and then the adventures of our life and everything that happened in our life these last 2 years, and then Austin's gonna show you, or not show you, he's gonna tell you each episode and what they mean.
And if you don't know who Odysseus is, he was the king of Ithaca that fought in the Trojan War, and during that time, once the Trojan War, after the 10 years of the war, he had to find his way back home. And that also took 10 more years just to get back home for him to be with his wife and son.
Yeah.
And if you want more background, there is a movie coming out this year, so you can go watch it in theaters.
Yeah,
We are not sponsored, by
we're
the
not
way.
sponsored. We're definitely gonna talk.
Wish
about
we
it.
were, but
But
definitely gonna talk
Christopher Nolan.
Yep.
Who?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
it Christopher Nolan? That's his name. He.
pretty sure that's who it is.
He will be making a movie about Odysseus' journey.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it is Matt Damon who will be playing as
Not a
Odysseus.
fan.
I don't like Matt Damon.
What?
Yeah, he would not be my first pick for Odysseus, for sure.
Who would be your first pick?
Probably someone more seasoned, veteran-wise. I know
Okay.
Matt Damon is well-seasoned, But there was already like an Odysseus's adventure kind of movie before that called like The Return or something, and it was who's the guy that played in that horror movie where like they were chefs and they killed everyone and blackmailed everyone? He was the lead. I would have put him.
I think I know what you're talking about. I do not know his name.
I'll have to show you after, Austin. He's a really phenomenal actor. I can't say much more of him. He's just he's very well seasoned. He played in the 28 Years Later in that movie in the Bone Garden area. He was the bone keeper or whatever.
It's not
And he's bald.
Aaron. Okay, yeah, it's not that guy then.
No. But anyway, yeah, Austin, you go ahead.
So if you guys are still confused, being like, okay, what? This season's surrounding Odysseus? Like, this makes no sense. How did we get to this point? And like wondering like what the Easter eggs could be. We kind of hit it. We're a little sneaky and kind of hit it in the titles of each episode. So episode 1 is called Serenity of Time. This was our first introduction into the podcast, and we kind of talked about like why we wanted to start the podcast.
Yep. It's just how long it's taken for for the war to be over is basically what we were trying to get at in that title.
And just the piece before everything.
Yeah, the piece
down.
before the adventure.
Yeah. And then we kind of went on to that same thing with episode 2, where I got to talk about the Weekend album. We called that one Soul of Sound.
Yes.
So that one was kind of like, I think that was like the same, right? Everything was kind of sound and like chill. And
I'm trying to remember correctly.
Because we followed his path.
Yeah, we were trying to follow his path along the adventure. Oh man, I'll have to get back to that. I know there's a lot more titles that I know.
Or maybe like the sound of like adventure calling and like
maybe
the sound of
something like that.
Him wanting to go out, which is kind of what we thought of with the title of episode 3, Eye of Youth. He had this adventurous spirit that he wanted to go out.
Well, the Eye of Youth is actually about Polyphemus.
Oh, that's right.
Which is a Cyclops that he fought and tricked by naming himself Nobody. So when he stabbed the eye of the young Cyclops, the Cyclops was saying, "Nobody hurt me, nobody hurt me," and then Odysseus was able to flee with the rest of the band of soldiers. So it was kind of
Play on words, Eye of Youth.
Yeah, Eye of Youth, since he was a young Cyclops, and
we also call that Eye of Youth because that was the episode we were talking about cartoons that we grew up with.
Yep.
All of that.
Yep.
And then episode 4, we got to talk about the beginning of the NFL season. This is Drew's big episode, and we called this one "Lust of the Ring."
I think this one was about Cersei's island and how his band of soldiers made it onto the island, and Cersei turned the soldiers into pigs. And the way... So there's multiple accounts. It's like the Bible, how there's multiple versions kind of thing. In one book, he doesn't cheat on his wife, and he just convinces her to let them go. And the other one, he does Cersei and then stays there for 2 years and then lets them go. It was kind of that what we were playing on, because the lust, because she was a witch and she was methodical in nature, being able to trick these men by them lusting over her nymphs and pulling them in. And then the way that we were thinking about it, it was like the lust of the ring, of which
trying to get to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And win that.
You were being able to pull those users to the Super Bowl, and what team would be making it at that time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then after that, we explored the life of Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars series with our episode Fall of the Prophet.
Yes. No, that was a very long episode. Sorry.
Two-parter. Yep, two-parter there.
So Fall of the Prophet is when after Cersei was able to get information for him to be able to leave her island, but she said that Odysseus wouldn't be able to go through the sea anymore because Poseidon was trapping him due to storms and stuff like that. So she actually made a hole to the underworld where Hades lives and stuff like that. And so Odysseus travels to the underworld and finds the prophet that told him basically what's going to be happening at the end of this adventure. And what he heard was something that he didn't like. So in a way, it was like Odysseus has fallen to be a monster in the end because he couldn't handle what the prophet has told him. And then the play on was that Anakin was this Jedi Knight, and he was able to serve the Jedi Council and be a way of truth. But in Anakin's eyes, he also fell because he was also being kind of tricked in the background by Emperor Palpatine, and then became a wielder of the dark side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after this, we kind of just had a random conversation where we talked about like updates at the time.
Yeah,
with our episode Lost in Conversation.
And that was just that after Odysseus made it out of the underworld, I think what happened, his soldiers ended up slaughtering Apollo's cows, which then Apollo didn't take favor into. Sorry, guys.
No,
Apollo
you're
didn't
good.
take favor into anything. He didn't like that, so Apollo then spoke with Zeus, and Zeus was like, "You just killed my son's cattle," and these were like immortal cattle, by the way. Like they were supposed to live forever, and so Zeus is like, "It's either I kill your island or I kill all the soldiers with you." And so he was like, "All right, well, kill my soldiers because I don't want my wife and my son dying."
Yeah.
And that was like the hardest choice he had to make. And once that happened, he was lost at sea, and then he swept ashore to oh my goodness, what was her name?
Calypso?
Calypso. Thank you.
Hey.
Calypso's island. He washed ashore to Calypso's island. Yep.
And then we had our episode where we talked about like conspiracy theories and cryptids with Curse of Cryptids. I don't know if that one directly tied into it. That one might have been a little extra.
It might have been a little extra.
Well, isn't it with Calypso, like the curse?
Yeah, so Calypso's curse is that she's stuck on this island, and she can never get off the island until she finds true love. But the thing is Zeus tricks her because she falls in love with everyone that comes to the island, but they will never love her back because they have someone else out there in the world that they love. So
she like tries her best.
Yep.
And
So
it's a curse for both because she keeps him there as long as she can, right?
Yeah. She tries to get him to love her, and
and then she's cursed because
she can't be able to
leave, and she can't have anyone fall in love with her.
He wants to help her. I think in the end, I'll say this at the end, but he wants to help her, but he's not in love with her the way that she wants to love him.
And it's not true love, so.
And he begs Cersei, he like pleads with her, "Please get me off this island so I can go back to my wife and my son." So.
Yeah. And then after that, we had the episode where we talked about different animes we've watched. Return of the Rising Sun. I don't know if that one might be extra.
That's all right.
Yeah.
It could be like Return. We'll fix it up later. But anyway, the Return mentioning is like a when Odysseus is finally beaten Poseidon and was able to get through his storm and finally make his way back to Ithaca in the land at which he was once a king at, and still is a king,
his
but
wife
to his wife
son.
and son.
So that's why it was Return of the
Rising Sun.
Yeah, because he's returning to his son.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
That is a good connection. And then this brings us to our last episode of the season, the Tree of Truth.
And so once he got back and murdered all the individuals that wanted to kill his wife and son, his wife, not knowing who he was now, didn't play a trick on him, but asked him a question. The question was, could you move that bed? Could you lift that bed and dispose of it? And Odysseus, knowing that this bed was actually crafted onto a tree, an olive tree, he was like, I cannot move the bed. If you want me to move that bed, that's like killing me, because he made this bed for her. And he said that I would have to chop this bed up to dispose of it because it's connected to the olive tree. And then that's when his wife was like, oh, then you are my husband. You are Odysseus. Yeah, because she had it. She was known as wise as well as Odysseus. So she wanted to make sure that it was him.
So it tests the truth of Odysseus and also shows the truth of our friendship and how we all...
Yeah.
From the introduction to now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that brings us to the completion of Season 1, which we have titled Journey of Man.
Yes.
So it's kind of talks about the journey that we kind of went through with Tristan with Odysseus, and also kind of shows the journey that we've been on together from kids into manhood.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be keeping this theme, Greek theme, but
No, we're gonna have a different one for Season 2.
I do like being able to keep the theme associated with people as in being like casted out, or
I think
like,
that's fun.
Outsiders and
outsiders. Anything of like being lost or metaphorically being lost at sea.
Yeah.
Something like
In
that.
this podcast, you'll see that we're really like we like joke about being like nerds and geeks and stuff, but like we said earlier, we're really passionate about movies and games and shows and stuff. But I think it's because we see the parallels between it and our own lives and stuff. And I think that's just kind of what we were trying to do with this season, and it's just kind of show the parallels of what we've been through to kind of Odysseus.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, and you don't even have to see it that way as like us being able to associate it with Odysseus. Like the listeners could also associate it with us as well. Like they can be like, oh, we're just like these guys. We're just normal people that just talk about.
No, guys, we're Odysseus.
We're not anything special.
No,
And
we're
Odysseus
just
wasn't anything
three
special
best
as well.
friends that are gonna grow old together, and we want to share our lives with you.
Yeah. And we just want to have our listeners be able to just understand that we are just normal, and you guys are just like us, and we have hard days, and you guys will have hard days as well.
Yeah.
Grow may cry. Dang. Well,
are you guys ready to wrap this one up?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys in Season 2.
Yes, we will.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.